Good afternoon, everyone. I am delighted to be here with you and spend a little time with you talking about today how important it is to keep our hearts open, keep our hearts open to love, keep our hearts open to forgive. An open heart allows us to grieve. An open heart allows us to experience self acceptance. And an open heart ultimately allows us the ultimate freedom of being. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley. I am Doctor of Integrative Medicine. So, what does that mean? That means that traditional Western medicine plus Eastern medicine and sprinkle a little bit of indigenous healing and natural medicines, natural remedies combined together, and they had a baby. Okay, so that baby is me, Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley. I have over 30 years of experience as a clinical certified aromatherapist, a master herbalist, a master traditional Chinese medicine energy healer, and a lot of other great things. I am the proud CEO and founder of my brand, Dr. Monica's Natural Beauty and Wellness Essentials. This is a company that I started in 2016, empowering women globally, empowering women to self love through self care using my intimate essentials that I have handcrafted myself using over 100 years of family traditions in natural healing and natural remedies, along with the medical science of integrative medicine, combining those together to bring you some of the wonderful award winning products in my collection, which I will share with you later. But first, I just kind of want to give you a minute to get your wellness journals. I want to wait for 2 minutes and 2 seconds for you to gather up your notebooks, your wellness journals, and there are a few definitions that I will be reviewing with you before we get started with this workshop. But I just wanted to share with you the reason that I decided to feature this month's workshop on the heart health, and heart healing. This is the month, July 14th to be specific, 3 years ago, that my dad unexpectedly died. And this is the man who um, was my foundation for everything. He taught me business. He was my number one fan, my strongest cheerleader in everything that I did. My father was always there. He was the yardstick upon which I measured everyone. The men I dated, the men was engaged to, the husband, singular, that I had. My dad was everything to me and still is. He's still with me, and I'm just so grateful that he had an opportunity before he died to see me launch my company. I launched my company in 2016. He died unexpectedly on July 14th, 2017. And then I experienced what I call my heart attacking me. I experienced a heart attack right after Thanksgiving in November of 2017. I'll talk more about that later. So, my personal story with respect to keeping my heart healthy, um, experiencing and letting the emotions run through my heart, grieving, facing emotions head on is so important to me. And when we look at what's going on in our nation right now, the necessity of having everything, all of the negative, the racism, the sexism, the genderism, all of those ugly isms that have been bubbling under the surface of our society unfairly and unjustly and uncharacteristically of so many of us now coming to the surface. We have to protect our hearts. We have to make sure that our spirits are healthy, that our heart is directly connected to our mental. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, we have three hearts. We have that wonderful heart, that organ that is shaped like a fist and has the four chambers um, upon which the blood flows right through all four chambers. The heart is such an elegant organ. But in traditional Chinese medicine, our brain is a heart center and our gut is a heart center. So, in alignment, all three of those points should always be at our optimal health, so that we can experience optimal health. I tell you, as an integrative medicine doctor, I strongly believe that self care is health care. That is my trademarked mantra. And what that means is that when we incorporate, when we implement daily self care, daily self care rituals for our mind, our body, our spirit, our energy, our healing, we can achieve optimal health throughout our lives, and we can sustain strong immune systems and vitality. All right, so by now you should have your wellness journals. There are three, I think three so far, definitions that I want to review with you quickly. So let's talk about aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is a medical science. It is the science of aroma and how aromatics, the alchemy of aromatherapy, how it heals the body, the mind, and the spirit. We inhale through our nose, right? So through our olfactory senses that inhale, it affects the limbic part of the brain. The limbic part of the brain is responsible for everything from how we process insulin in our bodies, how we manage our thyroid health, our emotions, our cholesterol, our heart health, our gut health. It all begins and ends with that limbic part of our brain. How we keep our hormones balanced is so important. That's part of the limbic. And just as a fun fact, smell, our sense of smell, is responsible for 75% of our emotions. Okay? So ponder that for a second while I move into something else. Traditional Chinese medicine also teaches us that the blood in our body, how it circulates, is how our emotions flow. So the blood in our bodies carry our emotions. That's why it's so important that we have a healthy heart. Through those four chambers in our heart is how we circulate blood throughout our body. And if there's any point in our body, in our chakra alignment that is stagnant, that means that our blood is not flowing. All right, so let's talk about chakra. Chakra is Sanskrit. It is a Sanskrit word that means wheel. We have 7 energy meridians that I'm going to be referring to on that chakra wheel. And within those 7 meridians, it's all in alignment along our spine. So from literally from the rooter to the tutor and the tutor to the rooter, we have 7 chakra wheels that must move synergistically, symbiotically, clockwise so that we can experience optimal health. We will be speaking today about our heart chakra, which is our fourth chakra. We have three chakras in the lower triangle of the body. They intersect through our heart, flowing from the base through our heart up to the three chakras in our upper triangle that intersect all through the heart. So this is another reason why it's so important for us to keep our hearts healthy. So like I love to begin all of our workshops, all of the workshops that you will experience with me, I begin with breath. And why is that? Because when we came into this world, we weren't documented, we weren't chronicled with life until we took that very first breath. So the first breath that I want to talk about that is so important for us as far as keeping our hearts healthy is called breath of victory. That is Ujjayi breath. That is inhaling deeply from the diaphragm, from our root chakra, through the nose with a closed mouth, exhaling in the back of our throat. That helps us to exercise our thyroid, again through a closed mouth. What this does is the Ujjayi breath oxidizes our blood. So we're going to do 3 Ujjayi breaths, and then I will open my eyes and join you, and we will talk about another breath, which is open air breath, okay? So I'm sending you all a hug, all right? Kind of digging this virtual thing a little bit. So my hug is coming from me, my heart, through love to you, all right? So place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, sit up straight, shoulders back, align that spine, and let's do 3 Ujjayi breaths. So we're going to inhale. 20 minutes of deep Ujjayi breathing will help to get that inner furnace burning. It will help to oxidize the blood. It will clear the brain so that you will have clarity of thought. It will help to exercise and detox and flush out the gut. And most importantly, it will help you to calm your nerves, calm that sympathetic and that parasympathetic nervous system. Now, what I call open air breath is literally for me breath of gratitude. We're going to roll our shoulders back a little bit. It's wonderful to get our shoulders moving back. And let me tell you what this breath does, which is inhaling through closed mouth, exhaling heartily through open mouth. Let's reverse our shoulders. You all know that we have lungs that cover and protect the heart. What I call the open air gratitude breath allows us to exercise our lungs and help to detox those lungs. So if you are a smoker, this is a wonderful breath for you. If you have asthma or allergies, this is a wonderful breath for you. I want you to take it easy breathing. All breath should be easy flowing. I don't want you to overexert yourself because you might end up getting a little bit dizzy. And before we breathe the open air breath, I'm going to take a sip of water. Look, breathing is hard work, and we should all be drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water every day. That's another fun fact, just a tip that I want to share with you. Okay, so what we're going to do is just find a comfortable place for your hands, and we're going to take that breath. So it's going to sound like and look like And while you are just basking in those wonderful breaths, I want you to just do a few head rolls, neck rolls. This is wonderful to exercise your thyroid. Our thyroids are so important. They are literally the thermostat to the furnace that is our body temple. I am seeing so many thyroid issues, whether it is hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, in my patients that are coming to me, both male and female, and we want to keep that thyroid exercised at all times. Thyroid is also directly correlative to our throat chakra, and our throat chakra is responsible for us speaking in alignment, speaking our truth, understanding, and walking in our purpose. All right, so let's get back to the heart chakra again. It's so important that we have a positive experience with our heart and with our heart chakra. Our emotions are directly affected through our heart chakra. And I want to share with you today a little bit. Well, actually, let me share a few things that are very helpful as far as supplements. I like to take the astragalus root. Astragalus root is a traditional Chinese medicine herb. It builds the blood. It helps to keep our circulation running smoothly through our body. And astragalus root is also very good for stamina and endurance. It is a root, so that means that it also helps to ground us, and it helps to keep our immune systems operating at the ultimate level. So I like to take astragalus root. I also love my red wine. Now I am sharing with you a Malbec, which is Alam Alumbrado, which is from Argentina. They have the best Malbecs. Malbec for me is a very smooth red, and it's also very heart healthy. It does not have some of the strong tannins that create some of that bitterness that you may experience in other reds. And so the aroma is amazing. Mm, I'm good, all right? I can go all night now, but I won't. I won't keep you that long. All right, so the astragalus root, the red wine, very good for heart health. Also, any of the red root vegetables, so red cabbage, red onion, our red fruits, our apples, our plums, those are also very good for heart health. Okay, so I want to share with you a few things that are important when we think about our heart and our heart center, and the fact that it's so important when we have these feelings. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I was recording. It's so important every day that we affirm ourselves, especially during these uncertain times where we may be personally, well, we are all personally experiencing instability and daily trauma. Now, how we survive, how we cope, how we thrive through the COVID, it's up to you. It is a choice, all right? This is not something that is happening to you. You are taking control over the COVID. And one of the ways that is wonderful to help you align and affirm yourself, to experience the courage that you have just in getting through each day of uncertainty and emotional trauma. And also, it's a wonderful craft project for the youngins, okay? For the kids, whether they're children, grandchildren, adult children, right? These are wonderful to create affirmations. And what I like to do when I wake up, the first thing I do is I send up my gratitude prayer, and then I sip on my lemon water so that I can start the process of detoxing my liver. But I also think of three things that I'm grateful for, and I repeat them out loud 3 times. Lately, seriously, and I'm gonna, I'm always, Dr. Monica is always transparent with you. I'm grateful for waking up. I am grateful for seeing another day. And I am grateful that God has blessed me with a healthy body temple and an uplifted spirit. And I'm working on stabilizing that mental part of me, which goes up and down as far as, happiness, sadness, just so many different emotions on any given day. But the bottom line is, I'm grateful for seeing any given day, right? So I want you to get some craft paper and some lovely stickers. I love these 3D stickers. Anything that stands out, right? So the first affirmation is directly in alignment with the root chakra, and that is, I am grounded in divine love. I am grounded in divine love. And then we go to the sacral chakra, which is where we have our reproductive organs, our sexuality, our sex, our creativity, our birthing centers, whether you are male or female, women, whether you are birthing children or not, birthing ideas, birthing businesses, birthing, breathing life through breath, right? I feel, I feel boundless creativity. And then we go to our solar plexus chakra, which is the center of our will. I am proactive, not reactive. I am proactive, not reactive. And I have that symbolized with a butterfly. The butterfly starts as a caterpillar, it cocoons, it is a chameleon, it transforms. This is the time for us to be butterflies, right? Because we're all pivoting, personally pivoting. For me, I pivoted my business so that I can bring my workshops to you all online. I have revitalized my retail commerce, my web store, which I'll share with you a little bit later. But it's important that you remain flexible enough in these times to be able to act like a butterfly. All right. And then we move to the heart center, which is center for gratitude. I am grateful. That's all there is to it. I'm grateful every day. Then let's move to our throat chakra again. That's where you kick it to everybody 24/7. Kick it to me. I speak it to you 100. And this is, I am resilient. I am resilient. Let's move up to the third eye. The third eye is our intuition. The third eye allows us to receive our guidance, our purpose, our pathways, our blueprint from God. If you're not getting that message from God, from the Creator, from the universe, then you've got something blocked in here. Most likely, you're probably too experiencing migraine headaches and tension, sinus headaches through here. That means your third eye is blocked. You've got work to do. That means that you're allowing your ego to rule your universe. Okay? Put your ego on the back burner. All right. And then the crown chakra is where the light comes through. It's where you experience your light, your love, your life. I be me. We are all individuals. We all have a purpose in this world. We all have a pathway and a blueprint that is divinely appointed to us when we come into this world when we are birthed. And if we do not experience that path, that purpose, then that's when the frustration kicks in. All right. I also wanted to share with you, I now am offering my essential collection, my wonderful products through a affirmation gift bag. So I am, you all who know me know I always say, bloom where you are planted. So this is a lovely bloom where you are planted gift bag. And then I always have be beautiful. I don't care who you are, what stage of life you're in, how you feel when you wake up on any given day. You're beautiful to me, all right? And I will always tell you that you're beautiful. So when we think about the heart chakra is our love center. And the 5 important steps, I've come up with 5 important steps that I want to share with you for healing your heart. First, you have to identify and feel the pain. Okay, I'm gonna sip on that while you marinate on that. There's no room for denial. Whatever your pain is, whether you are grieving the loss of a loved one, whether you are grieving the loss of an idea of a business, whether you are grieving the loss of finances, whether you are grieving the loss of a relationship, I don't care what the loss is, identify and feel the pain. Let it move through you. If that means that you are emotional, if that means that you have to cry. Look, up until probably last week, I was crying every day. I would have the TV on and see the little ASPCA commercials and see the little animals and stuff, and I'd start crying. I would cry because of the loss of my Nana, who breathed this business into my spirit, into my heart from the age of 4, when I would sit in her kitchen and watch her create her own essential oils, watch her use remedies, natural healing remedies, herbs and essential oils, mantras and wisdom, people who would come into her house for a throat tonic or that rheumatism serum or any type of arthritis, liniment, joint pain, liniment. I would watch her make it. She taught me as her only grandchild. She left with me a wealth of wisdom. My Nana was a midwife, and she was one of the first nurse practitioners in Mount Sinai Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio, which is now what we know today as the Cleveland Clinic. My Nana was a trailblazer. She lived to be 101 years young. She did not have dementia. She would not have had any problems passing any cognitive exams. She was the originator of the cognitive. She could still recall everyone in our family, birth dates, death dates, the birth dates of their children. She could still add multiple numbers in her head, and she still had full use of her mobility, which meant that she was running her own house, living in her house. She was not in a home, living in her house, 2 floors, full mobility, no cane, no walker, and still doing at least 2 squats a morning, and encouraging me to get out there with her when I was with her and do my squats. Now, during that time, I may not have been doing those squats, but you bet your bottom dollar, I'm doing them every day now. So much she taught me, and this is some of the wisdom that I'm sharing with you, all right? She died at the age of 101, and then within 60 days of her death, my dad died unexpectedly. So that whole rocky element of grief, all right, I am the sole heir, which means that I have multiple properties to handle. I'm based in Las Vegas. I have my home in the Summerlin Valley of the Las Vegas Valley. I have properties in Cleveland, Ohio, and also in New York. So, with that being said, all of this all of a sudden fell on me, and I was grieving. The pain that I felt that I had to identify with, that I had to come to grips with, was the heart pain. And right after Thanksgiving, that first Thanksgiving, the loss of both of them that first Thanksgiving, I suffered a heart attack. And I thought it was a panic attack, okay? It was a heart attack. And I say this to you now. They can strike at any time. The grief attack, the grief heart attack is real. And yes, you can die from a broken heart. So if you have anyone in your immediate circle and they go through a severe, overwhelming loss of a loved one, of a loved pet, of a child, of a part of themselves, I want you to watch over them vigilantly, okay? Because that grief can weigh so heavily on that precious, fragile, glorious heart that you can suffer a heart attack and you can die from a broken heart. Share your feelings, whatever it is that you're going through. So once you identify the pain, share it. Share it with a friend, share it with a loved one, share it with a therapist. Do not be afraid of getting some of that couch time in with a psychologist or psychiatrist. They are trained to help you bring your mental, your mind, your grief into alignment with the rest of your body and with the rest of your spirit, okay? How has your pain changed your behavior towards yourself and others? I know for me, immediately, I was kind of reclusive, like after the funerals and so forth. I kind of didn't want to leave my house, you know. If I didn't feel like answering the phone, I didn't feel like checking emails. I literally, my partner at the time, I'm very grateful to him for this, because he was very supportive and very understanding. He had a lot of empathy for my grief. And, you know, when I didn't want to be bothered, when I didn't feel like talking, and I keep referencing him because at the time he was in my immediate circle, he left me alone. And with that time, I had a lot of time to think about what I was going to do with my business. It was never, I never had a doubt that I would continue my business, because this business was homage to my Nana and to my dad, right? So I knew that I was going to continue my business, but how exactly I was going to do that, that's what was up in the air. So I started painting, right? I started painting. I started putting my feelings into the canvas, and I have some lovely artwork. I started expanding the perfume, the fragrance line. I created my first parfum, which is Black Orchid, which is in honor of my Nana. Her favorite florals, lily of the valley, gardenia, jasmine. Black Orchid is my signature fragrance, and believe you me, everyone, male, female, cat, dog, baby, turtle, love the Black Orchid. The Black Orchid, look, with my parfums, these are the natural, unadulterated, organically handcrafted by me. I handcraft everything. So if you are experiencing stress, panic attack, anxiety, a little dab on this temple, a little dab on this temple, a little dab right at your third eye. Inhale. This will give you instant gratification and it will give you instant calm. Okay. So we love Black Orchid. I have expanded Black Orchid into one of my room diffuser oils. So I have the Black Orchid Parfum. I have behind me, you'll see the Cleopatra Love Parfum. That's another favorite in my fragrance line. I also have Egyptian Goddess, which I handcrafted in honor of my dad. So that has more of an amber, a musk, a vanilla, a sandalwood, base and middle notes. Men love that. I have a few celebrity male clients who love my Egyptian Goddess, but it is a yummy, yummy fragrance and it inspires feelings of protection and security, whereas Black Orchid inspires feelings of courage and Cleopatra inspires feelings of love. Cleopatra is straight up aphrodisiac. If you put that on, be careful who you come around because I guarantee you, you are going to attract things. And then I also have Unapologetic, which is my most recent parfum. Unapologetic is what it is. It is unapologetic. Look, I have been through hell and back twice, all right? And then a third time if you count severe devastation over the loss of a life partnership. Okay, so there's nothing you can tell me that I can't do. There's nothing you can say to me that I won't say to you back in a few different languages. I'm at my peak functioning right now. I'm at my peak health. I'm at my peak understanding and acceptance of me. I am in love with myself and I will look. You don't want to come for me. Okay, so unapologetic is unapologetic. I'm gonna sip and toast to that. Unapologetic is a wonderful blend of plumeria and magnolia and jasmine in floral understanding, in floral definition. Those are three flowers that help get over grief. So for a while, after my nana's death, after my dad's death, I would wear a magnolia flower. Um, it was at my right temple, all right? That was to symbolize that I was grieving, for those of you who are wondering, but didn't ask. And I don't understand why you didn't ask, okay? So magnolia, plumeria, gardenia, jasmine, those are florals that when you have a heavy heart, when you have a grieving heart, they will help you make it through. How has the pain changed your behavior towards others? When a person is hurting, a person tends to hurt others. So you have to be very, very conscious of that. Hurt people, hurt people. Stop it. It's a choice. Okay? You might be forgiven those first 30 days after you have experienced a severe setback and a heavy grief for snapping off or popping off at people, but I'm telling you now, cut it out. All right? It is a choice whether you choose to hurt or love. And even if your heart isn't healed yet, you got to figure out a way not to snap at people, not to be irritable, not to cuss out people, not to be mean just for the sake of being mean. Ain't nobody got no time for that. All right? And what that does is it lowers your vibration energetically, which means that you might not ever come up again. All right? Identify the good that has come from your pain. So I'm sharing some of that good with you now. My business has flourished. Last year, I pitched my business to Macy's and I was named the New and Now It ran globally for the market at Macy's, summer fall 2019. I launched on August 4th, 2019 at the wonderful, luxurious um, Fashion Show Mall here in Las Vegas. And out of that, I had the courage to ask if it would be all right if they would sponsor me on a 5-city tour, which I did. Praise God, I was able to complete my 5 cities literally by February 29th was my 5th city. It was back here in California. It was in the Inland Empire area of California. And right after that, we hit the COVID. So I made it through my 5 cities. I made it through the DMV, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. I made it through New York. I made it through Los Angeles. I made it through Las Vegas. I made it through Ontario, California. I made it through. I made it through. So I'm very grateful for that. Forgive whomever hurt you and forgive yourself. So let's take the first part first. Forgive whomever hurt you. Okay, so that's a part of forgiveness and keeping my heart open that I'm challenged with personally. So what I like to do is one of the wonderful elixirs that my Nana taught me how to make is I call it Simmer Down Chica. Simmer Down Chica is the heart opener, the hormone balancer, the spirit whisperer. Okay, she's wonderful for women. You got to get your Simmer Down Chica. She will save your life. What you do is you want to squirt a little bit and receive the wonderful aroma healing. So you'll smell lily of the valley, rose, geranium, lavender, gardenia, and then you just want to massage her into your body, especially into over your heart center, your chest, your throat, right, your shoulders. Simmer Down Chica is freaking amazing. So I reach for Simmer Down Chica to help me meditate, help me think. And while that's going on, look, I'm telling you, forgiveness is difficult for me. I got a whole recipe happening. So I got the Simmer Down Chica on my body, and I'm also at any given time diffusing one of my home diffuser oils. This is the Black Orchid. She's got a new look, y'all. I told you I've been busy during the COVID. Black Orchid and or the Tranquility. Tranquility will immediately open up all of your senses. It helps you to breathe. If you have asthma, if you have allergies, you diffuse this. This will help you breathe. Men, if you snore, women, if you snore, if you got the sleep apnea, you need the Tranquility, okay? So you diffuse Tranquility or you diffuse Black Orchid, either or, either or, all right? So my cocktail for forgiveness is one of my essential diffuser oils, Simmer Down Chica, hit the Black Orchid at the third eye. Then I go somewhere quiet by myself, put on my music, get my wine, get my water, and I think, I got to get through that little hateration for that individual who has hurt me and figure out how I'm going to make it through all that, okay? Because here's the thing with forgiveness. If you don't forgive, then you're constantly carrying that negative energy around you, and it keeps you stuck. It keeps you stagnant. It keeps you stale. It keeps you in a sense of anxiety and fear. And if you are stuck in fear, you can't move to abundance. Fear and abundance, those two energies do not coexist in one single body. Sip on that. Fear and abundance are two energies that cannot coexist at the same time. So again, it's your choice. Do you want to live abundantly and prosperously, or do you want to stay stuck and stale? All right. Now, just because you forgive that individual doesn't mean you forget what happened. So you forgive that individual, you kick that individual to the curb, you go no contact. All right, live your life. There's so much more better around the corner. Okay. And then you forgive yourself, whatever you feel that you've done. Now, for forgiving myself, it's a whole, I need to be immersed in water when I forgive myself. So I bathe. I handcraft my own bath balls, organic bath balls. So this is lavender with the real lavender buds. This is lavender and musk. My bath balls are amazing because they're 5 ounces, right? But they're also full of magnesium, Epsom salt, and essential oils. So they're very healing, they're detoxing. They will help you get through what you got to get through. The bath balls, plus the bath salts. By popular demand, I brought back my pink Himalayan bath salt with the lavender and the menthol. This is an amazing emulsion, detoxification, healing emulsion for your water immersion. If you want to cleanse your spirit, if you want to cleanse your mind and your body for forgiveness, you got to get that hydrotherapy in. You got to immerse yourself in water. Okay. Some of the imbalances that happen with the heart. We've talked about asthma, we've talked about heart attack, breast or lung cancer, fear of commitment. You may realize that you have trust issues. You're definitely jealous, right? Jealousy is it's a difficult emotion. You're bitter, all right? You're pessimistic, okay? You got issues. If your heart is closed, you got issues. And you, only you, can empower yourself to change that. You got to make that change. You got to change those issues. Okay. I want to see if I can share my screen with you, because one of the other things that I find so important is, yes, here we go. So important to look to crystal healing. Crystal healing. So rose quartz, and you see I have a rose quartz on my finger, my ring, rose quartz shaped in the heart, but rose quartz assists in rebalancing the heart chakra, okay? It vibrates unconditional love and healing into the environment, all right? When you're feeling unworthy, when you're feeling stifled, when you're feeling rejected, when you're feeling guilty, when you're feeling envious, and most importantly, when you're feeling abandoned, you want to get you a piece of rose quartz and wear it close to your heart, okay? Also, for heart healing is fluorite. Fluorite is a wonderful crystal for healing, universal healing, but you want to make sure that you have the fluorite for healing. And while we're talking about healing, let me just see if I can arrange to show off my newly aligned web store. Yes. Okay. So I'm not sure if you're seeing this. Okay. Okay. Let me try to share the store. Here we go. Yep, we're going to share the store. So as you can see, I have streamlined Dr. Monica's natural beauty and wellness essentials. You can shop easily now. Everything is in alignment accordingly. natural award-winning beauty for hair and body. We have the famous Nana's Healthy Hair Elixir, the Rejuvaflex, which is wonderful for rejuvenating and restoring joint flexibility, great if you have sciatica or back pain issues. Simmer Down Chica we've talked about. We've talked about the bath salts, the bath balls. I have a Zen for Men collection. Guys, you didn't think I was going to forget about you, did you? And I have the perfect pairing so you can get one of the parfums. Featured is the Cleopatra Love body oil with the parfum, and then again the rollerball parfums. Anti-aging for body, mind, and spirit, Black Orchid, which rejuvenates confidence in the spirit, vitality. And my wonderful Dr. Monica's serum, facelift in a bottle. I'll go into that. I also have a sleep elixir called Sleep Ease. Hand sanitizer, natural hand sanitizer, wonderful Lux Soy candles, lip balm, and the featured Unapologetic, Cleopatra Love, Egyptian Goddess. And then their classes. I want to introduce you to the Sister Circle Chakra Meditation. You can either grab a group of girlfriends and we can Zoom live, but this will teach you the importance of meditation and how it restores health and vitality. Or if you need a wellness reset, y'all, you know, now's the time to take the time to invest in you. 90-minute consult with me one-on-one. What are you waiting for? You only have one life to live. This is not a dress rehearsal, okay? So I'm very proud of my new streamlined store. And back again to the facelift in a bottle. This is amazing stuff. I'm going to tell you, this is another one of Nana's recipes. I'm coming to you tonight without a stitch of makeup on, and this is liquid gold. This is literally a little bit of frankincense, rose oil, right? Jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is a natural collagen for the skin. It's a natural UV protector, SPF. And then I've also started infusing it with vitamin C, which is just wonderful for cell rejuvenation and regeneration. And then I showed you in my store, got the lip balm. You don't want to go anywhere without your luscious lips, right? Okay, this is cherry. It's got a little tint to it, but it's all natural ingredients. I love my lip balms. The cherry is a natural organic cherry aroma. It smells so good. It smells good enough to eat. Cherries are one of my favorite fruits, which is why I created a cherry fragranced lip balm. And then we have Nana's Healthy Hair Elixir. You don't want it. This grows hair on bald men. All hair types, all ethnic groups, men, women, children can use Nana's Healthy Hair Elixir. It's just a little bit that you spray into your palm after you wash your hair, and then you just massage it into your scalp, and then you can grow your hair and wear it however you choose, right? It's your choice. It's your life. And I wanted to talk about the hand sanitizer. I have created a formula that's based on a formula that my mom taught me for natural hand sanitizer. Now, hand sanitizers are not going anywhere anytime soon. And when we first hit the COVID and I had to stop my travel, stop my public speaking, stop my in-person, in-house workshops, stop my pop-up stores, woo, I had to stop everything. But how was I going to live? How was I going to continue to function? I created a hand sanitizer, which is a natural formula, and it's wonderful. It will also help you to grow nails because I've got the rose oil, rose glycerin, and a couple of other essential oils, and it is 99.9% will kill those germs. I have this hand sanitizer infused with 99.9% isopropyl alcohol. All right. Can't find that anymore, but Dr. Monica's got you covered. I've got you. All right. And then for those of you who have been with me from the beginning, right? And sisters, you know who you are. You know who you are. I'm grateful for you. You've been asking me, especially now during this time of COVID and rebirth and reset and restore, you've been asking me to bring back peace of mind. Well, just for today, I wanted to unveil peace of mind. This is peace of mind. I've brought it back as a parfum in a gorgeous golden bottle. So peace of mind is a wonderful blend, and this will help you to restore your peace, instant calm, instant serenity, instant, oh my gosh. So what am I inhaling? Sandalwood, orange, rose, a lot of things. But peace of mind, these are to my sisters who have been with me from the beginning, who have been with me through stuff. This is in honor of you. Peace of mind will hit my store on August 1st. But if you are witnessing this workshop today on YouTube, then you've got the peace of mind. So that's it. I want to tell you where you can find me. I am available to you. I am Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley, Doctor of Integrative Medicine. I have over 30 years. Can you imagine how wonderful that feels? Over 30 years in the medical sciences of aromatherapy. I am a certified clinical aromatherapist, a master herbalist, a master traditional Chinese medicine energy healer. I am your natural medicine woman, and I've also gone to school, so I got the diploma too, okay, for the integrative medicine. Here's what I want to say to you. You can find me on Facebook at Monica Bickerstaff. You can check out my YouTube channel at Dr. Monica Bickerstaff. Please like and subscribe. I have an inventory archive of over 80 videos on health, wellness, sex, arthritis, aromatherapy, detox, you name it, I've got it in there, okay? Instagram, hit me up on the gram at Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley, LinkedIn at Dr. Monica Bickerstaff Riley, Twitter at Vegas Holistic. Most of all, I know you can heal your heart. I know you can get through, make it through whatever it is that is holding you back. Keep an open heart. Keep an open mind, keep a healthy body. And I want to let you know that next month, our workshop right back here in my Zen Zoom room will be ancestral healing for women and men of color. All right, that's going to be a great workshop for August. Keep it real, stay safe, wear your masks, trust your intuition. Be kind to people. Be kind to yourself. Experience the Zen, the ultimate transformation of Dr. Monica's natural beauty and wellness. I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me today.